Hey, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tribal Trades. Wherever you are joining from around the world, welcome to the daily show. We're going to jump into my crypto cheat sheet. We're going to cover some altcoins like Ondo and TON chain today, as well as some others. So if you haven't smashed the like, please do so. That helps get this content out to more people, helps to grow the channel. I really appreciate that. Also, all the comments and questions, I really love reading those, and I get back to those as soon as possible. So feel free to comment, leave a question, and I love responding to those. And if you'd love to join the ever-growing community, please click the subscribe button, smash the bell notification. You'll be notified whenever there is a new video. Also, I've loved being hanging out with all these stocks with Josh, fam, the community in the Discord. If you'd like to join the Stocks with Josh, I'm looking after a lot of the crypto related content in there. But if you haven't checked out the Discord, go in the link below, stockswithjosh.com. You can sign up through there, get in the Discord. I'm in the chat. There is now a dedicated crypto channel. So I've loved being in there, connecting with the community. So if you're able to, love to see you in the Discord channel, as I know many of you already are. Okay, so we're going to jump into the content for today, which is going to focus on my crypto cheat sheet. But before we jump into the crypto cheat sheet, what I'm seeing is more regularly, both in the Discord and on comments and questions on my YouTube channel, are people, the trader A versus the trader B scenario. And I've covered this a few times in the videos on my channel, where the trader A, you've had a great bull run so far because you've been mostly in Bitcoin, Solana, Ondo, TON chain, Casper, Render, and other such coins. And then there's trader B that feel that they haven't had such great a bull run because you've been in coins like Matic, DOT, Cardano, XRP, Ethereum, Classic, and so on. And those coins haven't performed that well, and possibly you're holding those coins at much higher levels from the previous bull run. I have mentioned this before on my channel, but I'll say it again to the new viewers. Historically, coins from a previous cycle, most of them do not get back to the previous all-time high. XRP example, 2017 bull run, $3 and something or whatever. 2021, when the last bull run finished, only got up to about $1.80. So it didn't even get near the previous cycle all-time high. Now, in this cycle, will it even get past $1.80? That's the question. So if you're holding coins from the last cycle, the chances are that most of them will not get back to the all-time high. So if you bought at the top, you need to really consider that. So what do you do if you're holding? Because I get asked this question a lot, probably more than any other question. What should one do if they're holding an old coin from the last cycle and it's not performing, it's very dead, like an XRP? And this is the test that I give myself. So I can't tell you what you to do because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education, entertainment purposes only. I'm going to tell you what I do. Number one thing that I do is I think to myself, let's talk about XRP, okay? XRP, if I had a bag of cash right now and I did not own XRP, would I buy it? Would I buy it right now? And the answer right now, if I'm honest, is absolutely not. So if I'm holding XRP, why on earth am I doing so if I wouldn't buy it if I had a bag of cash, even if I'm down on it? And I had to ask myself that question back when XRP was around 60 something cents, and I sold it in a small loss, and then I rotated that money that I was in loss. I took that money and I rotated into other better performing tokens, and I made 3 to 5x on that XRP money. And today I could go and buy XRP back for much less than what I sold it for. Such has been the underperformance. So now when I look at any project, same with DOT, I looked at DOT, I'm down on DOT. Would I buy DOT today if I didn't own Polkadot? Absolutely not. Same question with Matic. Same question with Cardano. Absolutely not. I would not buy any of those 4 tokens. I would not buy Ethereum Classic. I could go through a long list of tokens. Those are ones that I have owned at some point over the last couple of cycles. And that's just me from my personal level. The second test that I look at is, how has this coin performed against Bitcoin? Because why do people buy altcoins? Why don't you just buy Bitcoin? Like, why are we taking the risk to go into altcoins when you can just buy Bitcoin? Well, the answer to this is always clear, because you can make more gains, So, so the question is, okay, then let's compare some of these coins against Bitcoin. Because if these coins have outperformed Bitcoin, that makes sense. If these coins have underperformed against Bitcoin, you would have been better off being in Bitcoin. Let's look at Cardano. Let's look at Cardano against Bitcoin. All right, here we have Cardano against Bitcoin. So you would have been better to have been in Cardano against Bitcoin until Monday, the 23rd of August, 2021. Since then, if you'd put that Cardano money into Bitcoin, you would have seen incredible profits. In fact, this is Cardano against the Bitcoin price. But when you're looking at this from a long-term investing perspective, if you had held Bitcoin from here all the way down to here, you would have made more money than being in Cardano. So why be in Cardano? Let's look at XRP. XRP against Bitcoin. This is another one, and we'll just look at two. I mean, again, the same thing. If you had been in Bitcoin from around 2018, in fact, you would have been better off being in Bitcoin from 2018. In fact, you would have made more money if you took all the XRP money and put it into Bitcoin. So I encourage everyone out there, look at the coins that you have and put it against the Bitcoin pairing. If you see a chart like that, then you know, hey, it would have been better if I had been in Bitcoin, okay? When you look at, there's other coins against Bitcoin that have performed really, really well. And if we go to here, these are all the coins against the Bitcoin pairing. And so you can actually see, I've actually already set it up this way. These are coins that are not against USDT. These are not their gains against USDT, but their gains against Bitcoin. Casper, for an example, is a great token to be in. And of course, are we not surprised that with Brett, and Bonk are the coins at top, because it has been a bit of a meme coin cycle. So if we look here, TON coin up 156% against Bitcoin. Render, Near, Injective, many of these. Ondo, 266% up against Bitcoin. Pendle, 273% up against Bitcoin. So you can see Ordi, Pepe, Tia, Celestia, even as big a correction as had, is still up against Bitcoin. Rune, still up against Bitcoin. Arweave, and you see all the red, Litecoin, down against Bitcoin. And so I hope that helps you when you take a look at your altcoin portfolio. So let's jump into the crypto cheat sheet here, and we're going to have a look at what we have. So just recently, we had the Bitcoin dump under 60K, and altcoins had a bit of a dump as well. And we got some more entries hit. And you can see what I have here, that I have aggressive entries, entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. There's 5 entries, okay? And I put for an example that if you had $1,000 for each coin, that the entry would be 200, 200, 200, 200, and 200. If you had $500 for each coin, 100, 100, 100, 100. Some people break it up where they put the least amount of money here and the most amount of money here. But the problem I have with that strategy, and it's okay strategy, and if you do that, that's fine. It's your money. But the way I do it is I split it up evenly. Why? Because sometimes only the aggressive entry gets hit and the last entry doesn't get hit. If we look in TON coin, I gave this entry at $6.40. TON coin then took off to around $8 and has since come back to around $7. Are we ever going to actually see it come back to any of these levels here and get hit? Maybe, maybe not. We'll have a look at the TON chart in a moment. So this is why I do it this way. And I just split up my buys pretty evenly. And of course, sometimes not all the buys get hit and then a coin takes off. Now, if you're seeing this for the first time, you've missed these earlier entries here, and you can put more of your capital on these lower entries here. So I had somebody ask me, what's the aggressive entry? Well, of course, we're not going to buy AVAX at 37, when it's down in the 20s. Our first entry is going to be here. So you would make your own chart. This is just a guide for you, but you would make your own chart of the coins and I would encourage everybody to do this. Get an Excel spreadsheet, put the coins in there, put what your entries are going to be, put how much you're going to spend, and then set those buy entries up in the exchange you use, and then set your sell entries in here as well. So when the market dumped on Monday the other day, I wasn't panic selling, nor was I panic buying. I just had all my orders set up already, and the ones that reached the levels got hit, and the ones that didn't. And that was it. And now I've just accumulated more. I bought down my average entry. Now, these are not all of my entries because, for example, I was buying Render since it was $1. Okay. I was buying Solana since it was around $12. And I bought Sui when it was back at 60 cents, and Say I bought when it was around 20 cents. But I am accumulating more at these levels for many of these coins, okay? And then I take profit on the way up. And then I have the take profit. I'm going to call this the moon bag. So the idea is I take profit at these levels on the way up, and then I feel that this could be the moon bag kind of target that we could get to at the end of the bull run. I also have a take profit here at 3x, 5x, 10x, and 20x. What that means is if I bought a coin at $100 and it's now worth $300, I take the $100 profit off the table. If we get to that coin is now worth $500, I'll take more profit off the table. If that coin is suddenly at $1,000 because it 10x, like Render did for me, it went from $1 up to about $13, then I take more profit off the table, and I continue to do that all the way up to the moon bag target. So the idea is that I only have about 10% left of every coin just in case the market continues to skyrocket. It's important to take profits. Paper profits are not profits. You can easily see those profits evaporate, okay? So some of the coins that hit for me, I obviously got some Ethereum at around 3,300, and I'll look at. I'm going to be looking at actually taking profit. That's an accumulation project for me. So I took profit at 4,000. I bought more back at 3,300. I'll take profit again at 4,000 because there's a ton of sell orders on high block capital. So a lot of people are going to take profit. I feel there's going to be a pullback. I'll accumulate again. I'll take profit at 4,400, 4,500 because there are more huge sell orders at that level. And then on a pullback, probably to 4,000, I will pick up some more Ethereum and I'll accumulate. If you've watched my life-changing gains episodes, you'll see my hold, trade, and accumulate methods. I highly encourage you to go back and watch those videos. It will really, really help you, as well as my episode 4, which is my cheat sheet code, which identifies market tops and bottoms. I have some indicators that I use that have proven to be very reliable. So sometimes if coins haven't quite gotten to my 3x, maybe they're 2x, but my cheat codes indicators are like market top, local top, sell. I'm just taking profits all across the board, and I'll buy them back a little bit lower. So I have 3 profit taking strategies: the 3x, 5x, 10x, etc. strategy. I've got the Fibonacci strategy where I have identified different levels. If you don't know what Fibonacci is, then I would definitely look into learning about how the Fibonacci works and the Fibonacci levels work for buying, accumulating, and taking profit. And then I have my cheat code metrics that I have as well. So I have 3 ways and levels and alerts that I take profit at as we go up. Also, so let's look at a couple of these coins. Let's do some TA on Ondo, and let's have a quick look at the coin as well. So if we look at Ondo, one of the things that I've noticed here is we've established a little bit of a range. We have a range low here at around about $1, and then you can see there's significant support here at this level, and we've established at $1, and we've established a bit of a range high at about $1.50, just short of $1.50. So that would mean now we have a bottom of the range and a top of the range. And I would just simply draw some trend lines to help me with this. I'm not going to get exactly right now just for the sake of time, but we just literally, pull that across. And we would just pull that across to about the $1.50 region like that. And that just helps you know where the ranges are. and then we do the same at the bottom of the range at around about $1 here. And I'll clean this up a little bit later just for the sake of time. I'm going to grab that, move that across at around the dollar region here, and then we have the middle of the range, which is about $1.25. Okay, so you're going to see something very interesting here at about $1.25. Stick that in, and then we'll move this across. Okay, so what we see here is about $1.25, around about there. Haven't you seen what's interesting? That just recently, this was take profit for me right here. Take profit, come down, get back in the trade, take profit. If we break above here, this is also a good place that you could enter a trade on a retest and then ride it up to these areas here to take profit up here. So you can actually buy at the bottom of the ranges, take profit at the middle. So you could do a TP1 here. If it rejects, you can accumulate more TP1 again. And if you get a breakthrough and then retest, then you can do TP2 up here. And then from here, if you get a break and a retest, you can then TP3 as you go, or you can add more at these levels. However, you do have the 200 EMA and the 50-day moving average. So will we actually come down and retest the bottom of this range? We might bang around here for a while, come up here, retest here, and then come up to the top of the range and actually trade from the top of the range to the middle of the range before breaking out. Therefore, if that was the case, then you could sell at the top of this range and buy back at the bottom of this range. So I'm just introducing you to a concept of range trading. I will do a separate video on this, but I just wanted to give a little bit of a quick introduction because I did see a nice setup for some range trading with Ondo. Let's go across to the TON coin here, and have a look. And my only concern with the TON coin right now is we've got a little bit of possible head and shoulders pattern. See if that also is across. Yep, on the daily, it's there. So head and shoulders, left shoulder, head, and a right shoulder. Is it going to form and come down? If so, we could see a pretty sharp move to the downside here. And so I'm gonna keep the community updated on that to see how we go with that. So this is why we have our dollar cost average levels in play on the crypto cheat sheet over here to help you with all of this. So if you're in the crypto cheat sheet right now and you're looking and say, what should I do? Look at all these coins and look at where they are currently and see if there are any buys. So your entry 2 might be the first entry, or maybe we're at entry 3. And that might be your first entry. Again, you just have to work out strategically where each of these coins are, what is your coin list going to be, and how much budget do you have for each coin, okay? Certainly, we're going to wait and see what happens at the options expiry this Friday with a max pain of 55. We could have a further wick down there, and that will bring the altcoin market down, and some of these buy orders would get hit in that case, and that would be a gift because then we would get these altcoins at these levels. Just remember, we feel there are so many indicators that have previously indicated that we are at a bottom or very close to it. I don't need to get the exact bottom. As soon as we begin to rebound and price begins to go up, I'm going to be in profit fairly quickly on all of these tokens. All right, I'm going to wrap this up. As always, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you have any questions, please leave them below. I always look forward to those. And until tomorrow, check all out my previous videos. Go there. I've got a ton of educational content that is all free for you on this channel. So please check that out. My life-changing gain series. I've got my crypto cheat sheet series. I've got my money printing method series. Please check all of those out. I know that it will really help you. It's everything that I've really learned trading this market, and I want to pass that on to you and help you in your crypto journey. So until then, happy trading.